Hi, I'm Steve Adubato, and I want to start right off that a lot of us out there, I'm over here, you're over there, we're in this thing called this sandwich generation. What is it? We got kids, some people have grandchildren, but also you have older parents. They have more needs. They need us. And a person who understands this better than most is joining us right out of the box. She is Dr. Christine Masterson, Chief of Women, Children, and Dermatology Service Lines at Summit Health. Doctor, so good to have you with us.
Oh, thanks for having me, Steve. It's an important topic I'm happy to speak about.
Yeah, let me ask you this. I keep thinking I'm in the sandwich generation because my mom, and she's got issues, and all good, Mom, I'm there for you. But we got kids. But I know that my wife, Jennifer, she has way more stress than I do being a part of the sandwich generation. Women experiencing more stress than men. It's not a contest, but it's a fact.
Yeah, I see patients every day where women are under a lot of stress who are in this generation. Studies have shown that women do spend more time on the childcare portion of caregiving. Men and women spend approximately the same amount of time on aging parents. But with that, the amount of time that women are spending outside of possibly caring for the home or having a full-time job really adds up.
My wife was actually, it's not about my wife, Jennifer. She's literally just talking about that this morning. She runs a full-time business. We have 3 children, all with different needs and whatever, and she helps her mom, dad, etc. Stress. Some specific, concrete advice for women dealing in the sandwich generation with the everyday stress.
Yeah, I think some of the first things I like to tell women, it's okay to say no, and it's okay to ask for help. A lot of women think that they need to be perfect, that they need to do it all, maintain the work, employment, be the class mom for the students, make dinner, do the laundry, and also take care of their parents.
I don't want to promote Uber, but be the full-time driver.
That's right. That's right. Chauffeuring a lot. And it's okay to ask for help, to create a community of support, whether that's family members or people in your town or school system, to help with some of these tasks. Another really important thing is that you have to take time for yourself. A lot of women put themselves last on the list. So they'll make sure that their parents have their appointments or their children get to the dentist, but their appointments get pushed off and off. And this includes really important things like screening for breast cancer or cervical cancer, making sure that you're getting your well woman visits or your physical exams.
Exercise matter a lot?
Exercise.
By the way, many say, I'd love to, don't have the time. I'm in the sandwich generation.
Yeah, and that's something I hear often. Women will complain of gaining weight and not having time to exercise, but it is important. Exercise is a great way to relieve stress. And even if it's a short period of time, even just 30 minutes, 3 or 4 times a week can make a big difference. Even simple things like walking up the stairs, parking a little farther away in a parking lot and getting that exercise of walking to the door can really be a great way to relieve stress.
How did COVID, how has COVID, we're taping on the 20th of July, there is no has past tense with COVID.
Yeah, it's interesting, every time it seems we think we're past it, more and more problems arise from COVID.
Including stress for parents, disproportionately women, but how has COVID impacted to date the women who are already feeling stress with all the responsibilities they have?
It's had a huge impact. The impact of homeschooling and needing to be able to supervise children, especially younger children who may not be able to navigate the virtual world of education, while being expected to hop on Zoom meetings and maintain their employment. And also thinking about, I'm going to have to feed the children lunch because they're not in school where they normally get it, and plan for dinner and run the dishwasher one more time. It's really added to the burden, along with the isolation. So not being able to see family members and the guilt associated with that, and also not being able to offload some some of that support system that we have had in place to help with some of these tasks.
One more quick follow-up on women and COVID. Please clarify this for countless women of all ages and the men in their lives who weigh in. Simple question, came from our terrific team of producers disproportionately. I should say disproportionately, they're all women. How does the COVID vaccine affect women's ability to have a child?
Yeah, so that was a big concern in the beginning, but the science is really there to say that there should be no scientific link to infertility. While studies haven't been done specifically on infertility, the American College of OBGYN, the Society for Maternal Fetal Medicine, and the Society for Reproductive Medicine all came out with a joint statement saying there are no scientific links to infertility with the COVID vaccine. The millions of people who have gotten it, there have been no reported infertility concerns. So, I do encourage my patients to get vaccinated. I believe it's safe even in pregnancy. A woman who's carrying a baby currently, the data really is coming out saying there's no harm, and if anything, there could be a huge benefit. Vaccination is an important key to getting past COVID.
So as we tape, lower than 12, under 12 cannot get the vaccine. The Delta variant is what it is. We don't know what it's going to be. Children and vaccines. When and if the FDA gives emergency approval, would you recommend that parents get their children, our daughter's 10 turning 11, vaccinated?
Yeah, I strongly believe in the vaccine, and I think once they determine the dosage that's safe for children, that will be an important step, and I would encourage vaccination once those children do become eligible. I think that, along with continuing to be smart in terms of hand hygiene and masking where appropriate, I think those are going to be important steps in containing this.
Dr. Christine Masterson at Summit Health, and Summit supports our public health education programming. I can't thank you enough. We wish you all the best and look forward to continuing the conversation about women's health, children's health, and dermatology we'll get to at a later time, service lines at Summit. Thank you so much, Doctor.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
Great job. I'm Steve Adubato. We'll be right back.
Think Tank with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation. Funding has been provided by the Healthcare Foundation of New Jersey, TD Bank, ADP, the Fidelco Group, the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities Clean Energy Program, Johnson & Johnson, Fedway Associates, Inc., MD Advantage Insurance Company, and by the Adler Aphasia Center. Promotional support provided by ROINJ and by NJ.com.
Hi, I'm Governor Tom Kean. A dear friend of mine had aphasia, which is a language disorder that occurs from a brain injury or a stroke. It robs a person's ability to communicate, but it doesn't affect their intellect. Programs and services offered at the Adler Aphasia Center help to improve my friend's communication skills, as well as her self-confidence and quality of life. Most importantly, she was among people who understood her. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with aphasia, there is hope.